And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. Hatchet.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now. Who that? Wahoo. 52. Okay, let's get that ball here.
2nd and 11. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Byrne. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
100%. 388. 8. Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Like 22, like 22.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Take it at the 37. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. Watch the run. They're running it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Bird. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Bird. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taylor now returning it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
It's complete to Diggs. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting.
Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Beckham, the lone receiver, right.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 3rd and 2, Bird. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Push him back. Push him back. Hey,
The shotgun snap for Newton. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Heavy on the edges. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 9, check 9.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
He's crashing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bird, and Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw on second down. Bird. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake. Bird. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdoachdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Here's Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's by 4. I got one. That's it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bird nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Left side caught by Diggs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Looking to throw. Bird. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Mike 54. Go. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bird to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A give to Cook out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And his kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. They come out here in the I. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Back to throw. Bird. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Tighten up. Hey, watch edge. Check four. Swing.
They run. Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Get in the weight room. Hey, check 24. Hey! Hey, what is it?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check nickel. 20.
Back to throw, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Strip the ball.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike's by 4. He runs.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bird. It's caught. Beckham. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a completion left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Right there. 54, right there. Take off.
Newton now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Slam. 8. Mike's by 4. Express.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Kill. Shit. Joker.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looking to throw. Bird, flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Gun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Great.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Newton on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ray McCloud, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go, go, go. 36, 36. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
65. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch that.
Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Bird flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Mike 54. Gun. Hey. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
On third down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 22. Let's get the ball. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. We got to get
Gun.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 20.
The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And now here's another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
It's 59. Mike the 59. It's coming this way. Here we go. Check 50. 50. Kill. Catch it.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch the safety creep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Byrne. He finds Beckham complete. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right there in the middle, 55.
They snap it to Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. His throw incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Newton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Max 22, Max 22. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Throwing again is Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Max 22, Max 22. Go. Max 22, he's coming, 22.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Time! Like 20! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Motion! Block! Switch!
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And some room to run now. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Change two stop. Here we go, D. Watch twins. Kill. Check. Lucky. Jim. 25. Check 25. Look. Squeeze.
Melvin Gordon, a two-time Pro Bowler, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. The Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
You can't stop me. Got it.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Mike 56.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And the pass complete to Enunwa. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, G.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
This is Breida. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
17.
From the 44, Goff. He'll get this to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
He's checking. Crash. 76, tell him. 76. Mike 55. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That's it, baby. Go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Throwing Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Rams.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cowboys 7, Rams 0.
Break. 57's right. Watch the run. Spawn. No. Shift. Under now. 10. Tight dog. Hit it.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
I'm coming for you. Yo. Go. 56.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check 43. Check 52. Hey, Alpha. Go, get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones escaping the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hold on. Check.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Benson Mayowa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and 15.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Mark 55. Mark 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Goff on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Breida. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Here's Breida. A nice little juke. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Play action. It's gone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way down to the 37. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 37-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Running on first down, Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
They run with Breida. Darren Lee there to get him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go. 180. Right there, 56. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how it makes...
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return. offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
In your face.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 24, Jones. Flush to his right. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Look at me. Zipper.
This is Grant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now again, right side. It's Grant. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
80 weapon. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They run again with Breida. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Jones off the play fake. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
56. Go. Down to lose 1. Play 56.
2nd and 4. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. He finds Crabtree for the completion. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Jones, off play action. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
On 4th down, Jones. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Here's Jones on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jumper. Check. Fresno. Deuce. Hey. High 7. Now. Big grip.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56 to Mike. Go. Watch the run. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Jones operating from the gun. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Vincent Mayowa, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, but I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the